The sound of the collision was not loud. It was silent. When Goku's fist and Vegeta's fist hit Mechikabura's skull staff at the exact same time, the universe forgot how to make sound for a full 10 seconds. The impact created a ring of white and black light that expanded outward faster than the speed of thought. The golden tiles of the Omni-King's palace rippled like a carpet being shaken by a giant. The void around the palace, which was usually a calm purple, turned into a storm of chaotic colors. Mechikabura, the Dark King, held his ground. His staff was made of bones from dragons that lived before time began. It was strong, but he felt the weight of the attack. His feet slid backward on the floor. He dug his heels in, carving 2 deep trenches into the indestructible gold material. He looked at the 2 Saiyans. One was glowing with the pale blue light of absolute order. That was Vegeta. The other was glowing with a wild, ancient red light that felt like the heartbeat of creation itself. That was Goku. "You are strong," Mechikabura grunted. His voice sounded like rocks grinding together deep underground. But strength is nothing without magic. Mechikabura opened his mouth and breathed out a cloud of black smoke. The smoke did not smell like smoke. It smelled like old age. It smelled like dust in a tomb. The smoke rushed toward Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta narrowed his violet eyes. He recognized this magic. It was time acceleration magic. If that smoke touched them, their bodies would age 1,000,000 years in a second. Vegeta raised his left hand. His blue skin glowed. He was the Grand Priest now. He controlled the laws of physics. "Halt," Vegeta commanded. A wall of clear, glass-like energy appeared in front of them. The black smoke hit the glass wall and stopped. It swirled angrily, trying to find a crack, but Vegeta's barrier was perfect. The smoke hissed and dissolved into nothingness. Goku didn't wait for the smoke to clear. He stepped through Vegeta's barrier as if it wasn't there. His new power, the power of the core, allowed him to walk through energy walls. He appeared right in front of Mechikabura. "Hi there," Goku said. He was smiling, but his silver eyes were serious. Goku pulled his fist back. Red electricity crackled around his arm. It wasn't just electricity. It was reality bending around his muscle. He punched Mechikabura in the stomach. Bam! Mechikabura's eyes popped open wide. He folded in half. The armor made of dragon bones cracked. A spiderweb fracture appeared right on his chest plate. He flew backward, crashing through 3 pillars of the palace before slamming into the steps of the throne. Goku landed softly on the ground. He looked at his hand. "Wow," Goku said. "That felt heavy." Vegeta floated down next to him. His robes fluttered in the wind of the battle. "Do not get cocky, Kakarot. That was just a physical hit. He is a demon god. He will not stay down." As if on cue, Mechikabura stood up. He wiped purple blood from his mouth. He started to laugh. The laugh was low and creepy. It shook the floating palace. "Excellent," Mechikabura said. "I have not felt pain in eons. The demon realm is so boring. No one there can hurt me. But you two, you are worth eating." Mechikabura raised his staff high into the air. The skull on top of the staff opened its mouth. A screeching sound echoed through the void. From the giant stone ship that was floating above the palace, doors opened. "Come forth, my children," Mechikabura yelled. Thousands of dark figures poured out of the ship. They looked like gargoyles made of shadow. They had wings, claws, and glowing yellow eyes. They screeched and dove down toward the palace like a swarm of angry hornets. Vegeta looked up. He sighed. He looked annoyed. "I just cleaned this floor," Vegeta muttered. Goku cracked his neck. "There's a lot of them." "Want to race?" Vegeta scoffed. "I'm the Grand Priest. I do not race with mortals, but I will not let you beat me. The swarm of demons descended. Goku bent his knees and jumped. He launched himself into the air like a rocket. He flew right into the middle of the swarm. Goku didn't just punch. He used his new ability. He imagined a weapon. He thought of his old power pole. Instantly, a long staff made of pure red energy appeared in his hands. It was solid light. "Extend," Goku shouted. The red energy pole grew longer. It grew a mile long in a split second. Goku spun the pole around. He spun it so fast it looked like a red disc. The demons that touched the pole didn't just get hit. They got erased. The creation energy in the pole overwrote their dark existence. Smash, crash, boom. Goku was laughing. He was having fun. He swung the giant pole and knocked 50 demons out of the sky at once. They turned into sparkles of light and vanished. Vegeta watched from the ground. He shook his head. "Barbarian," he whispered. Vegeta didn't jump. He simply lifted one finger. He pointed at a group of demons diving toward him. "Disappear," Vegeta said softly. A blue circle appeared under the demons. Gravity inside the circle increased by 1,000,000,000 times. The demons were instantly flattened into pancakes and then crushed into atoms. Vegeta moved his finger to the left. Another group of demons exploded. He moved his finger to the right. A group of demons froze into ice statues and shattered. Vegeta was fighting with absolute efficiency. He didn't waste a single drop of sweat. He was the conductor of an orchestra of destruction. Mechikabura watched his army dying. He didn't care. To him, soldiers were just fuel. He was watching the two Saiyans. He was analyzing them. He saw how Goku used creation. He saw how Vegeta used order. Interesting, Mechikabura thought. One creates, one controls. Together, they are a complete universe. If I eat them both, I will become everything. Mechikabura slammed his staff on the ground again. Shadow merge. The demons that were still alive stopped attacking. They turned into liquid shadow. They flew toward each other. They merged. They grew bigger. The thousands of small demons became one giant demon. This new demon was as big as a mountain. It had 4 arms and 6 eyes. It roared. The roar blew the roof off the Omni-King's palace. Goku landed next to Vegeta. "Okay, that one is bigger," Goku said. Vegeta adjusted his halo. "Size means nothing. It is just a bigger target." The giant demon raised a massive fist. It punched the ground where Goku and Vegeta were standing. The punch was so big it covered the whole area. Goku and Vegeta jumped in opposite directions. The fist hit the floor. The palace shook violently. Cracks appeared in the golden foundation. "Hey!" Goku yelled at the demon. "Don't break the floor. Zeno will be mad." Goku flew at the demon's face. He charged a blast in his hand. But this wasn't a blue Kamehameha. It was a silver ball of energy. "Dragon Hammer!" Goku shouted. He punched the air. A dragon made of silver energy flew out of his fist. The dragon roared and bit the giant demon's shoulder. The demon screamed. The silver dragon exploded, blowing the demon's arm off. But the arm grew back instantly. The shadow liquid reformed. "Regeneration," Vegeta noted. He was floating near the demon's head. Annoying. Vegeta raised his hand. He created a ring of blue light. Destructo disc. Divine version. He threw the disc. It spun silently. It sliced through the giant demon's neck. The head fell off. The body stood there for a second. Then, black sludge poured out of the neck, and a new head grew back in 2 seconds. "It's no use," Mechikabura called out from the throne steps. He was sitting down now, watching the show. "My shadows are endless. As long as there is darkness in the multiverse, they will regenerate. You cannot kill a shadow by hitting it." Goku landed on a floating piece of debris. He looked at the giant demon. He scratched his head. If we can't hit it, how do we beat it? Vegeta landed next to him. We have to destroy the source, Vegeta said. He pointed at Mechikabura. The old goat is feeding them magic. Goku looked at Mechikabura. Okay, so we take out the boss. Vegeta nodded. I will distract the big ugly one. You go for the king. Goku grinned. Got it. Vegeta flared his Grand Priest aura. He flew up to the giant demon's eye level. He crossed his arms. Hey, ugly, look at me. The giant demon looked at Vegeta. It swiped all 3 of its remaining arms at him. Vegeta dodged effortlessly, weaving through the attacks like a needle through fabric. While the demon was distracted, Goku used instant transmission. Pop! He appeared right behind Mechikabura. Goku kicked Mechikabura in the back of the head, but his foot didn't connect. Just before it hit, a portal opened behind Mechikabura's head. Goku's foot went into the portal. Another portal opened behind Goku's own head. His own foot came out and kicked him in the face. Ow! Goku yelled. He stumbled back, holding his nose. That's cheating. Mechikabura turned around slowly. He was smiling. Portals are fun, aren't they? I control the space between dimensions. You cannot sneak up on the master of the void. Mechikabura stood up. He pointed his staff at Goku. Dark lightning. Purple lightning shot out of the staff. It was fast. Goku crossed his arms to block. The lightning hit him. It hurt. It felt like cold fire burning his skin. It pushed Goku back. He dug his feet into the ground, leaving trails. Goku gritted his teeth. He pushed his red aura out. Creation energy. The red aura pushed the purple lightning back. Goku roared. He forced his way forward, fighting against the beam. He walked step by step toward Mechikabura. Mechikabura looked surprised. You are walking through my magic. How? Goku didn't answer. He was focused. He got close enough. He grabbed the beam of lightning with his bare hands. He crushed it. The lightning shattered like glass. Goku grabbed Mechikabura's staff. Gotcha, Goku yelled. He pulled the staff. Mechikabura pulled back. They were playing tug-of-war. The ground beneath them cracked and crumbled. Let go, Mechikabura hissed. No way, Goku yelled. Suddenly, the staff started to glow. It got hot, burning hot. Goku's hands started to smoke, but he didn't let go. Vegeta was still fighting the giant demon. He saw Goku struggling. He knew he had to finish this fight quickly. Vegeta flew high into the air. He raised both hands. He gathered the energy of the multiverse. The stars in the sky seemed to dim as Vegeta borrowed their light. Grand Priest! Flash! Vegeta shouted. He fired a massive beam of blue light, but he didn't fire it at the demon. He fired it at the demon's shadow on the ground. The beam hit the floor. It illuminated every corner of the palace. There were no shadows left. The light was absolute. Without a shadow to anchor it, the giant demon screamed. It evaporated. It couldn't exist in perfect light. Vegeta turned his attention to Mechikabura. Kakarot, move. Goku saw Vegeta aiming at him. He understood. He let go of the staff and dropped to the ground. Vegeta fired a blast of concentrated order energy at Mechikabura. Mechikabura raised his staff to block. The blue beam hit the staff. The impact was massive. Mechikabura was pushed back into his stone ship. The ship exploded. Rubble fell everywhere. Smoke covered the palace again. Goku stood up and brushed dust off his pants. Nice shot, Vegeta. Vegeta floated down. He looked tired. Using that much light energy was draining, even for a Grand Priest. Is he dead? Vegeta asked. They looked at the burning wreckage of the stone ship. For a moment there was silence. Then A dark pulse came from the wreckage. It wasn't a fast pulse. It was slow. Thump, thump, thump. The rubble started to float. The stones turned black and melted. From the center of the fire, Mechikabura rose up. But he had changed. His armor was gone. His skin had turned pitch black. His horns had grown longer and curved into a crown shape. His eyes were glowing white, with no pupils, and on his chest, a dark red symbol was glowing. It was the symbol for time. "You broke my ship," Mechikabura said. His voice was different now. It sounded like many voices speaking in unison. It sounded like the voices of everyone who had ever died. "That ship was my anchor to this timeline," Mechikabura explained. He floated higher. "Now that it is gone, I am no longer bound by your time. I am free." He spread his arms. The sky above the palace turned black. Not the black of space, but the black of nothingness. The stars disappeared. The galaxies disappeared. "I will eat this timeline," Mechikabura declared. "I will start with this palace. Then I will eat your universe. Then I will eat the multiverse." He opened his mouth. He inhaled. The golden tiles of the palace started to peel off the floor. They flew into his mouth. The air was sucked into his mouth. Goku felt his body being pulled. He dug his fingers into the floor. "He's sucking up everything," Goku yelled. Vegeta tried to create a barrier, but the barrier was sucked in too. "His magic eats magic," Vegeta shouted. The angels, Whis, Vados and the others, who had been watching from the sidelines, finally stepped in. They formed a line in front of Goku and Vegeta. "We must link our staffs," Whis shouted. The 12 angels touched their staffs together. A barrier of pure white angelic light appeared. It was the strongest shield in existence. Mechikabura laughed. "Delicious. Angel energy is my favorite." He inhaled harder. The angelic barrier started to bend. It started to crack. Whis was sweating. Vados was trembling. "He is too strong," Margarita cried out. "He is consuming the concept of defense itself." Goku looked at Vegeta. "We have to do something. The angels can't hold him." Vegeta looked at his hands. "My order energy is being eaten. If I attack him, he just gets stronger." Goku looked at his own chest. He felt the core gem inside him. It was warm. It was pulsing. It wasn't magic. It wasn't ki. It was the building block of reality. "Vegeta," Goku shouted. "Creation isn't magic. Creation is what makes magic possible. He can't eat the thing that makes him exist." Vegeta looked at Goku. "What are you saying?" Goku stood up. The wind was pulling him toward Mechikabura's mouth. "If he wants to eat, let's feed him." Goku flared his red aura. But he didn't make a shield. He made a feast. He started to generate massive amounts of matter. He created giant rocks. He created rivers of water. He created mountains of steel. He threw them all into Mechikabura's mouth. "Here, eat this, and this," Goku yelled. Mechikabura kept eating. "More. Give me more." Vegeta realized the plan. "Overload him," Vegeta whispered. Vegeta joined in. He didn't create matter. He created information. He gathered all the data of the universe, every book, every memory, every equation, and turned it into a beam of blue light. He fired it into Mechikabura's mouth. Mechikabura swallowed it all. His body started to swell. He grew bigger and bigger. He was becoming a bloated giant of darkness. "Keep going," Goku yelled. He was sweating. He was pouring every ounce of his creation energy into making stuff. He made a duplicate of the moon. He threw the moon into Mechikabura's mouth. Mechikabura's eyes started to widen. He stopped laughing. He started to choke. "It is too much." Mechikabura gagged. His body was stretching. His black skin was becoming thin. Light was starting to leak out of him. "Now, Vegeta," Goku screamed. Vegeta nodded. He flew up above Mechikabura. He placed his hands together. He focused his Grand Priest power into a single point. He wasn't trying to destroy Mechikabura. He was trying to seal him. "Cosmic Lock," Vegeta shouted. A giant cube of blue energy appeared around Mechikabura. Goku flew below Mechikabura. He placed his hands together. He focused his creation energy. "Eternal Chain," Goku shouted. Chains of red light shot out of the ground and wrapped around Mechikabura inside the cube. Mechikabura roared, "No, I am the Dark King. I cannot be caged." He tried to burst out. His dark energy pushed against the blue cube. The cube started to crack. "He's breaking it," Vegeta yelled. Goku looked at the throne. The Omni-King's throne. It was floating in the air, untouched by the chaos. It was the only thing Mechikabura hadn't eaten. Goku had an idea. It was a crazy idea. "Vegeta, keep him busy," Goku yelled. Goku flew toward the throne. "What are you doing, Kakarot?" Vegeta shouted. Goku landed on the throne. He stood on the seat. He felt a weird energy coming from it. The throne wasn't just a chair. It was a control panel. Goku put his hand on the back of the throne. "Hey, chair, help us out." The throne hummed. It didn't speak, but it understood. It had been waiting for a master. Zeno was gone. The Grand Priest was busy. Goku had the core inside him. The throne recognized the core. The throne started to glow. A white beam shot out of the top of the throne. It hit Goku. Goku felt a rush of power. It wasn't fighting power. It was authority. For a second, Goku saw the entire multiverse in his head. He saw every planet. He saw every star. He pointed his finger at Mechikabura. "Sit," Goku commanded. The command was amplified by the throne. It wasn't a suggestion. It was a law. Gravity around Mechikabura increased by infinity. Mechikabura screamed as he was crushed downward. He was smashed into the floor of the blue cube. He couldn't move a finger. He couldn't blink. He was completely flattened. Vegeta saw his chance. He clamped his hands shut. "Seal," Vegeta yelled. The blue cube shrank. It went from the size of a mountain to the size of a house, then the size of a car, then the size of a dice. Mechikabura was compressed into a tiny blue box. The box fell to the floor. Clink. Silence returned to the palace. The wind stopped. The black sky turned back to purple. The stars reappeared. Goku fell off the throne. He landed on his butt. He was panting heavily. His red aura faded. His silver eyes turned back to black. He looked exhausted. Vegeta floated down. He landed next to the blue dice. He picked it up. He looked at it closely. Inside the semi-transparent blue cube, he could see a tiny, frozen Mechikabura screaming silently. "It is done," Vegeta said. He let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. The angels gathered around. Whis looked at the cube. "A remarkable seal, Grand Priest. And you, Goku." Whis looked at Goku, who was lying on the floor. That was very unorthodox. Overfeeding a devourer? Very clever. Goku laughed weakly. "I just know what it feels like to eat too much. It hurts your tummy." Vado stepped forward. She looked at the throne. It was still glowing softly. "Grand Priest," Vado said, "look at the throne." Vegeta looked up. The Omni-King's throne was pulsing with a white light. It was pulsing in rhythm with Goku's heartbeat. Vegeta frowned. Why is it doing that? Whis looked tired to serious. The throne is the heart of the system. It requires a sitter. The Omni-King is gone. The throne is searching for a replacement. Vegeta walked over to the throne. "I am the Grand Priest. I administer the throne. I do not sit on it." Whis shook his head. No. The system needs a balance, an administrator and a ruler. Without a ruler, the multiverse will eventually unravel, even with you here. Vegeta looked at the empty seat. Then who? We don't have a Zeno. Suddenly, the throne shot another beam of light. It hit Goku again. Goku floated up into the air. He wasn't flying. The throne was pulling him. Whoa! Put me down, Goku yelled. The throne pulled Goku until he was hovering right over the seat. Then, it gently dropped him. Goku landed in the chair. He sat down. Instantly, the palace shook. A massive ring of rainbow light exploded from the palace and traveled across the entire multiverse. Every being in every universe felt it. It was a warm, comforting feeling, like the sun coming out after a long storm. Goku looked confused. He wiggled in the seat. It's kind of comfy, he said. Vegeta stared at him. His jaw dropped. Kakarot. Whis gasped. It accepted him. The core within him. The throne recognizes it. Goku scratched his nose. Does this mean I'm the king now? Vegeta walked up to the throne. He looked angry. He looked at Goku sitting there swinging his legs. You, Vegeta stammered. I become the Grand Priest, the hardest job in existence, just to save the world. And you eat a rock, punch a wolf, and become the king of everything by accident? Goku grinned. It wasn't an accident, Vegeta. I worked hard. Vegeta shouted. You fed a demon a moon. That is not working hard. That is being an idiot. Goku laughed. But we won. Vegeta sighed. He rubbed his temples. The headache was coming back. But this time, it wasn't a painful headache. It was the headache of dealing with Goku. Whatever, Vegeta grumbled. Get out of the chair. We need to figure out what to do with the demon cube. Goku tried to stand up. He pushed on the armrests. He couldn't move. He was stuck. Uh-oh, Goku said. What? Vegeta asked. Goku pulled harder. I'm stuck. It won't let me up. Whis walked over. He tapped the throne with his staff. He hummed. Oh my. It seems the throne has initiated the ascension process. Ascension process? Vegeta and Goku asked at the same time. Whis nodded. Goku cannot leave the throne until his body fully assimilates the Omni-King's power. It could take a day. It could take 1,000 years. What? Goku yelled. I can't sit here for 1,000 years. I'll get hungry. I need to train. Vegeta started to laugh. It was a cruel, happy laugh. Karma, Vegeta said. This is Karma, Kakarot. You are grounded. Literally. Goku flailed his arms. Vegeta, help me. Get the butter, or oil. Slide me out. Vegeta crossed his arms. No. You are the king now. Kings do not get buttered. Sit there and be quiet. Vegeta turned to the angels. I am going to the time chamber in the palace basement. I need to meditate and recover my energy. Whis, watch him. Make sure he doesn't accidentally erase a universe because he sneezed. Yes, Grand Priest, Whis said, smiling. Vegeta walked away, his blue robes flowing behind him. He felt a sense of relief. The crisis was over. Mechikabura was sealed, and Kakarot was stuck in a chair. For the first time in a long time, Vegeta felt like he had won. But as Vegeta walked down the hallway, the tiny blue cube in his pocket vibrated, just a tiny bit. Inside the cube, Mechikabura stopped screaming. He opened his white eyes. He looked to the walls of his prison. He sensed the energy of the throne. He sensed Goku. He smiled. So, the monkey is the new key, Mechikabura thought. He is stuck in the conduit. If I can corrupt the conduit, I can corrupt the whole multiverse. Mechikabura closed his eyes and began to chant a spell, a silent spell, a spell that could travel through the blue energy of the Grand Priest. Vegeta didn't notice. He was too tired. He didn't feel the tiny dark tendril creeping from the cube into his own robe. Back in the throne room, Goku was bored. Whis, do you have any snacks? Goku asked. Whis summoned a pizza. Here you go, Your Majesty. Goku ate the pizza in one bite. Thanks. So, can I watch TV? I want to see what Gohan is doing. Whis tapped his staff. A hologram appeared. It showed Earth. Earth looked peaceful. Gohan was hugging Videl. Piccolo was meditating. But then, the camera zoomed out. At the edge of the solar system, a rift was opening. A green rift. Goku squinted. What is that? Whis looked closer. That looks like a biological signal. From the rift, a ship emerged. It was organic. It looked like a giant insect. Goku felt a chill. He recognized that energy. It was faint, but it was familiar. Cell, Goku whispered. But Cell was dead, and this energy was different. It felt like Cell, but mixed with something else. Mixed with Broly and Moro. The insect ship sped towards Earth. Vegeta, Goku yelled, but Vegeta was already gone. I can't move, Goku shouted. Whis, you have to go. Go help Earth. Whis shook his head. I cannot leave the Omni-King's side during the ascension. It is forbidden. Goku struggled against the chair. But my friends, Whis looked at the screen. You must trust them, Goku. Gohan is strong. He defeated Cell once. He can do it again. Goku watched the screen helplessly. The insect ship landed in the wasteland. A door opened. A creature stepped out. It looked like Cell, but his armor was black and gold. He had long spikes on his back, and his tail had a face on it. The creature looked at the camera. It seemed to look right at Goku through the hologram. Hello, Son Goku, the creature said. Its voice was smooth and terrifying. I am Cell Max, perfected, and I am here to finish the game. The screen fades to black as the creature powers up, shaking the planet Earth. Goku is trapped on the throne. Vegeta is unaware of the danger, and a new, terrifying version of Cell has arrived on Earth. Can Gohan protect the planet without his father? The nightmare isn't over. It has just evolved. Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Super, the Grand Priest Betrayal.